Superintendent Gristhorpe arrived. He limped from his car, took a quick look in the barn, questioned P.C. Carstairs, then, his usually ruddy, pockmarked face a little paler, joined Banks.
"Bloody hell, Alan."
Above them, the stars shone cold and bright, like chips of ice on black velvet.
"Let's go in the house, shall we?"
The farmhouse was warm inside. It had been renovated according to the yuppie idea of rustic, with exposed beams and rough stone walls. The remains of a log fire glowed in the hearth. In front of it, two hard-backed chairs faced one another. One lay on its side, and its seat looked wet. Beside both lay coils of rope. Banks and Gristhorpe walked through into the ultra-modern kitchen, which looked like something from a colour supplement. Patterned tiles, microwave, oven, fridge, dishwasher. It also boasted a central island unit, complete with tall pine stools. P.C. Weaver was there, pouring boiling water into a large red teapot.
"Tea's nearly ready, sir."
"How's his wife?" said Gristhorpe.
"Oh, there's a daughter too, sir. The doctor's seen them, both unarmed, but suffering from shock. Hardly surprising, really, since they found the body. They're upstairs now with W.P.C. Smithies. Apparently there's a son, too, in America somewhere."
"Who was this Rothwell bloke?" said Banks. "He must have had a bob or two."
"Some sort of financial whiz-kid, I think. These newfangled kitchens don't come cheap, I tell you."
Weaver stopped and stared at the door. Banks turned. A young girl stood framed in the doorway.
"Hello. Are you the detectives? I'm Alison Rothwell. Someone killed my father."
She was about 15, Banks guessed. She wore a baggy grey American football sweatshirt and a blue tracksuit bottom with a white stripe down each side. Her mousy blonde hair was parted in the centre, and her complexion was pale.
"Wouldn't you rather be upstairs with your mum, love?" said Gristhorpe.
"No, Mum's asleep. But I can't. It keeps going round in my mind. Can I tell you about it?"
"Of course."
Gristhorpe turned to Weaver.
"Give the lass some tea, lad."
He pulled out a stool for her.
"You sure you feel up to this?" said Banks.
"Yes, I think so."
She took a deep breath.
"It was just after dark, about 10 o'clock. I was reading, and I thought I heard a sound in the yard. At first I didn't pay it any mind and carried on. But then I heard another sound, maybe 10 minutes later, a sort of scraping."
"And where were your parents at this time?"
"Out. It's their 21st wedding anniversary. They went for dinner into Eastvale."
"And you didn't go with them?"
"No. I mean, it was their anniversary, wasn't it? Besides, I don't like Italian food."
"OK. Carry on. What did you do? Weren't you frightened?"
"Oh, a bit, maybe. But not really scared. I thought it was probably a fox or something. We get them sometimes."
"So what happened?"
"I opened the door and stepped out. Someone grabbed me, dragged me back inside and tied me to the chair. Then they put a rag in my mouth and put tape over it. I couldn't swallow properly. It tasted of oil."
Banks saw her knuckles had turned white around her tea mug. "How many of them?"
"2. Dressed all in black. They had balaclavas on with slits for the eyes."
"How tall were they?"
"Well, one was about as big as you."
Banks was 5'9", quite small for a policeman.
"The other was taller, 6 foot maybe, quite thin."
"You're doing really well, Alison. What happened next?"
"After they tied me to the chair, they sat and watched television."
"They didn't harm you in any way?"
Alison reddened. "When I was tied up, the smaller one came over and put his hand on my breast. But the other one made him stop."
"How?"
"Well, he said not to. It wasn't part of the deal."
"Did he use those exact words, 'it's not part of the deal'?"
"Yeah, I think so. It was the only time he said anything."
"Did you notice his accent?"
"Just ordinary.
Local?"
Yorkshire, yeah."